Hello Capricorn, here is a reading for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, any planetary placement or North Node. Let me just quickly, I've already shuffled these cards, but I like to do it on the camera sometimes for you. Try not to allow this to be too long. A couple of the other reads I've done have been really quite long, so let me know what you think of this angle. Do you prefer this angle? You see more of the cards, more of the table. Probably not going to get around to using all of these decks that I've got out today, but just in case we need any further clarification, then we shall. Alright, first off, let's start with the Moonology and let's see what their reading is going to be about today. I love these Moonology cards. They sometimes you don't get anything for ages. It's like they're really being specific about what this is going to be about. Adjustments are required. Okay, third quarter moon. Let's have a look. Then I'm going to start with. We'll start with the Light Seer deck. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Looks like a choice. This is something that's observed as well. It's in the upright, not just the upright. I mean the face up. I use the face up as something that is observed by anybody looking onto the situation, being you, being someone else. Two of Pentacles is it's like trying to balance, trying to balance spirit with physicality, emotion with practicality. So let's have a few more cards, please. Further on this energy, what the truth is about. What jumps up there. Ace of Pentacles, something about growth. I'm not going to look at these just yet because they tell their own story. And I want one more if possible. So what do we get? We get two. Okay, that was below. Okay. So it's adjustments are required to align yourself with balancing something within your environment. It's like getting your emotion, getting the practical energy all in a line, and this is because you're after some sort of new beginning within your reality. I've got 11, I've got 2, I've got 1, 1, and I've got 1, 1 essentially, right? So let's have a look at the energies that are hiding underneath. Got a Page of Wands. Oh, this is nice. King of Cups. Strength. And the Sun. Ah, awesome. Okay, so it's like in order to it's not that this feels like to me that the Moonology card is, as we already know from the face up of these two, that you wanted to make some changes to balance out that which is in your mind, in your heart, spirit with your physical reality, within your money, within whatever's making you stable within this reality, right? And this is because you want to start a new cycle, had enough of what doesn't serve you anymore. So this adjustments are required. It's more of a confirmation of what you already know. It's not necessarily telling you something that you don't know. This is like, let's have a look. If you're asking this question within yourself, if you're fed up with a cycle, this is what it is. So we've got the Page of Wands, which is like pages are youthful, but it's not a baby, it's not naive. This is like a teenager, but it's a passionate energy. It's the wanting to explore. It's the starting a new journey, and it's exploring what is physically going to make you happy from an emotional standpoint, right? So we've got the King of Cups, a discerning character, one that knows how to physically balance their emotional world in the world, okay? And it's exploring that with passion and finding what it is that really makes you tick. You may have gone through some sort of awakening recently, you may be going through another awakening, you may have had many, right? But you've definitely realised that there's something within your environment that no longer serves you, and you want to find out how to end that cycle. And this is what it is, and it's going to take strength, right? It's not just going to take strength, but this is also, this is to me, like, well, this part especially is something that builds strength, because you know that there's a choice to make, but you're actually going to do it. It's not like just sitting there and being worried about it and looking and go, oh no, this isn't good for me, that isn't good, I don't like this, I don't like that, nothing's going my way. This is going, what do I need to do opposite? Right? What do I need to do opposite that's bringing me this fulfillment? And it's being honest with how you feel in your environment, right? How your environment makes you feel, that brings this. And when you go through this cycle, it's a very quick process once you've done it a few times to be able to condense this down, that builds into this strength card that can bring about shedding light onto any situation, because you've discerned, you being structured and being quite stoic, you don't need a 20-step process for this, right? Something needs to change, I've got a passion to do it, look at my emotions, brings about this new beginning, right? That is something that's going to give me strength and shine light on my situation. It's going to enable my environment to make me happy and for me to be happy within my environment. It's not like dependency, like I can only be happy if my environment is happy. It's looking at what it's that look to the sun and back from the sun. Yeah, it's the sun is shining light on me as I am shining light on the sun. I can observe that the sun is shining because I can see it. It's not just a given, if that makes sense. So, shadow cards on this. Nice reading so far. Then again, you already know that this is something that this isn't anything new to you at all. Like the master of building, you know what I mean? This isn't something that's new to you at all. But it's hard to see where the adjustment needs to be made. It's like confirming that you know that there are adjustments, and it's saying, hey, this is maybe the avenue you're going down, maybe this is the avenue you are going down. It's confirming this, it's bringing out the sun. We've got, you know, it's a beautiful card. What do we have here? Numbers, nothing extra particularly. Like, we've got the Four of Swords, we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I'll just get a couple more. These all come down in the face down. So, and these are my shadow cards as well. This is what I use in my shadow deck. Judgment. Ace of Swords in reverse, landed on the floor. We won't be taking that. But we do have the Six of Wands here. Growing to new heights. Transformation. 10, 10, 20, Three of Pentacles. Okay. So there's Four of Swords here. It seems like there can be something that you're missing, something that may be potentially quite simple that you're missing. It seems like there's a lot going on in your background, and because there's a lot going on, you might not be able to see that simple thing that's making you happy. It's like the grain of sand that fills the glass. You know, you've got the big rocks, and then you fill up the space in between the rocks to fill up the glass with grains of sand. You might be missing it. You might be a bit blind to it because you're trying to do what you normally do in structure and discipline and making your environment the way you want it to. Of course, hard work does do that, but you might be doing a bit too much, right? And this is calling for that King of Swords boss energy, which what I mean by that is the discernment of your actual practical environment, how it's asking the questions logically, clear of mind, even message through spirit, but it's leading. It's going, hang on a second, whoa, instead of just repeating these cycles, if we want this new Ace of Pentacles here, we need to have a look at what's working and what isn't working, right? What is making me happy, what isn't making me happy? What are we overlooking? How am I able to understand what it is that makes me happy? We've got the passion for it, which is supporting this King of Swords, but it's using that energy of discernment within your practical endeavours. It might be that you might have to put something down to do this. I'm not seeing the Ten of Wands here, but this is giving me very much Ten of Wands energy. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles here, which is one of your knights. Okay, the Pentacles being money, material, and my cards, my suit, I like to call it, of my reality, of the environment, of the physical structure of everything that we see. And it's about really organising and slowly putting things into place. It's like, instead of, if it was the Knight of Swords, for example, in the Rider deck, the Knight of Swords would probably go into the garden and plant all sorts of vegetables all over the place, and then 5 minutes later forget which ones are where. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is a bit more structured than that, and knows that there's no point in rushing to plant all of that if we don't know where any of it's going to be afterwards. So it's placing things where they need to be placed, knowing where they're placed, and creating that structure that you can see that the outcome is what is expected. Yeah, and this brings you into this Judgment energy, which is supporting this Ace of Pentacles, because it's like, what you've diligently planted what you needed to plant, your environment, you're doing that, and now you're actually discerning between it, using that King of Swords energy. It's like going, now, yes, I like stews, but I don't necessarily like carrots. I like potatoes, right? So the next time it comes to planting stuff in my garden, maybe I don't use carrots, or maybe I give the carrots to the rabbits. I know that might be a very loose example, but it's kind of what it's given me. And this is bringing you into this Six of Wands energy here, which is like, this is then you climbing and transforming yourself here that I'm getting. Capricorn being a mountain goat, this is what you do best, climbing up the sides of high, hard terrain, mountainous terrain. Is working hard within that to be able to go, right, now I've understood what it is, now I'm going to work hard towards it, leading you to the Three of Pentacles. We've got a lot of, it's quite a balanced energy actually, I think we have here, which is good because of the structure. We've got lots of pentacles, we've got lots of passion, we've got a high-end physical emotion, and we've got like I said, lots of passion, lots of discernment in energy too. But this Three of Pentacles is creating that masterpiece of your life. Now, usually the Three of Pentacles speaks with like working in collaboration with others, but in this instance I can see just a singular human here, and spirit working with them. It's like taking true control of your environment. And what I mean by control is like that creative expression of your environment. How are you expressing yourself within your environment that's bringing about this change in the way that you want it? It's not necessarily you going, right, in my environment, I want this person to be happy and I want that person to be happy, and I need to go and speak to this person to find out what makes me happy and what makes them happy. It's like, actually, what makes me happy? Okay, so potentially the adjustment that needs to be made here is like looking at the self here and going, right, what makes me happy? What do I want to create? And what energy no longer serves that? Yeah? What energy is the exploration into what makes you happy, and it's the journey. Like you got, yeah, there we go, we've got a boat that's going away over the water here. It's the journey, and you'll find that this journey, as long as you're not rushing to kind of make this apparent in your life, is the journey that makes you happy, because it is the journey, not the destination. You being a Capricorn, right, loves to understand how things are made and the structure of things and how things all fit together and work together to create this material, to create this reality. And going on the journey gives you that chance to be able to observe that, to then call within to create that and use what you've learned to create, because that's what we do. So letting go of negative, the past, things that no longer serve us, allowing that to be a part of the building blocks that we take into the future, but only because we've learnt from it and learnt how not to build it. It doesn't have to be something that we look out for. It's something that we have as an arsenal in the back of our heads, in our heart, in spirit, something that spirit can look after, to go, hey, should a situation start to reoccur, it will be observed as a red flag and go, that will not lead me to what I want. It's not actually keeping in the forefront of your mind and looking for that which doesn't serve you, looking for the signs, right? We're looking for the signs that we do want. Let's get a final outcome, and I'm going to use one card from here, and we're already at 17 minutes. I do like to talk, don't I? Alright, come on. What we've got here for Capricorn. You're in some very, very strong astrological placement coming up. I think it's tomorrow. I believe, is it? Yeah. And it seems with Gemini now as well, now is the perfect time. Gemini is about that research, about investigation, about seeking, and it's about intelligence, right? So this is going to be very nice for you. Please can you get a likely outcome card for whoever this is resonating with, however it's resonating with them. Come on. No. Seems like he wants to be really quite particular. Yes. Okay, we've got a 10 of cups here, 2 of water, and this is like a content and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. This is what you want, right? This is the journey. This doesn't seem like there's nothing in this reading. There is nothing here to worry about. I don't think there's no warnings. There's no caveats. This, I feel, is just a confirmation of the journey that you're on at the moment and the right way that you're going. And it's just Spirit saying, look, keep going, keep doing it. You know what you're doing. Of course you know what you're doing. You're stoic. It's all there in front of you, and you're getting it, right? Congratulations. Can't really say anything more to that. 1919 came up and we're done here. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Lavosh.